Hey everybody, this is Dan Tratensek from Hardware Retailing Magazine. I'm coming to you with our monthly product update blitz. This is something we're going to be doing for the months to come, hopefully, unless someone shuts us down. But we're going to be talking about new products that you might be interested in. Now, I'm coming to you live this morning from balmy Indianapolis, Indiana. Depending on when you're watching this, it is January, actually, the day I'm filming it, so it's about 7 degrees outside, which if you're watching this in late January, it may be 65 degrees outside. But it's about 7 degrees outside. It is sunny, but for those of you who are out there in California, you can maybe understand why the rest of the country kind of wishes you would drop off into the ocean. But anyway, we're going to talk about some new products here this morning. I'm going to start out with some products that are really kind of related to the wonderful weather we're having here in Indianapolis. First thing I want to start talking about is the No Slip Ice Cleats from Hothead Products. Now there's another manufacturer out here that puts together a great product too called Yak Trax, but they're all kind of the same thing. And these are cleats that you actually just slip onto the bottom of your shoe so you don't fall down in the ice and go boom. A couple of years ago here in Indianapolis, I had a great experience where I actually got to fall on the ice 3 times in one morning while I was cleaning the ice off the windows of my car, my wife's car, and my daughter's car. But at least that shows me dedication as a husband and a father. But these are a great product, probably not for you guys out there in California, but for other areas of the country where you do have snow and ice. And I know California, having grown up there, there is snow and ice in the mountains. So anybody that's going skiing and taking their Volvo up to the mountains will probably want to have some of these in the back. That's the first products. No Slip Ice Cleats from Hotheads. The next product, also cold related, and it would have probably been a lot nicer for a lot of the kids on the bus stop this morning to have these. It's a heated face mask from the Heat Factory. Now, Heat Factory makes a whole line of cold weather warming products, the hand warmers and so on. And the nice part about this is the little packets that you use in the hand warmers and the shoe warmers and so on also fit into this face mask. And the face mask itself, this happens to be a camo colored face mask, but I will demonstrate. You go like this, and then you put the heat mask packets in there, and it keeps your whole face warm. Now, I would advise to be conscious of when you're wearing this if you're going to run errands like going to the bank. Just be careful if you go into the bank wearing these, or you might have a better story to tell. But these heated face masks from Heat Factory, it's a great impulse item. It comes with the mask, and it comes in different colors, not just camo, so people outside of Indiana and Arkansas might want that. And it also has 2 packets included in it, but it's a great impulse item for the register in the cold weather area. Next up here, we have, this is something that my wife inspired me to find. It's from RCA, and there are a lot of these products out in the electrical category right now that are really catered to the proliferation of the electronics that we all carry. And this is really neat. This is a little adapter that goes on a standard outlet, and it has a USB charger that plugs into it. So what it allows you to do is charge up to 2 devices at one time. Now, there are a lot of devices out there that are like that right now, but what's kind of unique about this is it has this little cradle built into the top. So instead of having to lay your iPhone or your Galaxy on the floor, you just lay it in there. And so it's not having to lay on the floor. You could charge it and lay it in there at the same time. So it's just a really neat product that it performs the function, but that little added feature makes it kind of a nice addition to your electrical department. Speaking of things that are great around the kitchen and around the home to make things easier, there's a couple of products here that, for those of you that are in the housewares niche, there's a couple of products here that are kind of unique and a little quirky. And I know in housewares, you're always looking for stuff that's going to differentiate your assortment from what you might find at some of the big boxes or mass merchandisers. And here's a couple products that actually come out of Australia from a company called Dream Farm. First, it is the mini spoon. And then it is the chopula, and this is not actually the Dracula version of a spatula, but it is called a chopula because it allows you to chop and use as a spatula. And kind of this unique design here also allows you to lay it on the countertop without getting all that mess from your pancakes and your bacon dripped all over your countertop. It supports it so it doesn't have to lay flat on it. The same idea with the spoon. It allows you to, it's curved, so it allows you to get everything out of the bottom of the jar, so that last little bit of peanut butter that you're sitting eating at your desk, like a lot of the editors around here like to do, you can carve that out of the bottom of the bottle without having to actually stick your tongue down in there and lick it out with the mini spoon. A really neat couple little items that allow you to offer something just a little bit different in your housewares department, and things that I always used to like to use my wife as a gauge on new products, and these are both products that she have my official wife Deanna's stamp of approval. She likes both of these. Speaking of products that are for my wife and that she gives her stamp of approval to, next up is the Strap-A-Handle from Strap-A-Handle. And this is just a really neat little thing that allows you to put a handle on anything that's awkward to carry. It's made out of that heavy-duty nylon strapping that you'll see on tie-down devices and that sort of thing. And it allows you to bundle it around boxes or big pallets of drinks and so on, so it makes it much easier to carry. I got one of these for my wife, so when I'm watching the football game and she's carrying the pallets of water into the house, it'll be a lot easier on her hands. So the Strap-A-Handle from Strap-A-Handle, really anybody at all that carries anything from lumber, even in the store, this would kind of be a nice addition. But it's another item that makes for a good impulse buy and can be merchandised just about anywhere throughout the store. All right, next up here is a little bit of a trend that me as a trend spotter, I go out there and I look for things. When I see a lot of people doing something, I say, hey, that might constitute a trend. Well, one thing that you can't swing a dead cat around our office and not hit is some young person sucking on a Camelbak bottle. That's all because these people want to stay hydrated because they're all healthy. You know what it's like. You see them around your stores. They want to stay hydrated, particularly in the dry heat of indoors during the cold winter months. Well, these Camelbaks seem to be the appropriate and approved tool of the young hipsters to have their hydration right near at hand. But all kidding aside, from kids going to school to people going to the gym to people just at the office that want to make sure they get enough water, these Camelbaks, they're great because they don't have any of those bad chemicals in them that can make you sick or give you cancer or anything like that. And they also have a built-in straw, and you can wash them and clean them and put a variety of just about anything in them and carry them anywhere. They have a little belt hook, and this Camelbak Eddy is probably the most popular model. And again, it's just something that you could look to adding to your stores that you might not already be carrying that can get some interest, and it also would make a great advertising or promotional item for your stores. Now, as I said before, we are here in Indiana, and our version of the Camelbak Eddy would be the Redneck Guzzler, and that's my wife is a native Hoosier, so I can make those kind of jokes, although I don't know if that's politically correct to even use that as an excuse. But however, I went there, and the Redneck Guzzler, it is complete. There's this whole line of Redneck products that have really been kind of popular. They have Redneck wine glasses, Redneck margarita glasses, but because I was going to feature the Camelbak, I wanted to feature the Redneck Guzzler, and this is your old ball mason jar, complete with an airtight lid and a straw in it, so you can just go ahead and drink your favorite beverage that is hopefully legally produced, not in the backwoods, but your favorite legal beverage out of this, and it's also kind of a hoot for family and friends. That's all I got for you this week. I'll see you in a couple of weeks with even more exciting new products. In the meantime, if you have any products you think I should feature on this show to share with your fellow retailers, please give me a call. That's all I have for you today. Thank you. It's Dan Tratensek from Hardware Retailing.